Some businesses feel easier to buy from than others. Hi, I'm Marie from Next Steps for Business, where I help small business owners build clear, stronger businesses with practical, straightforward business advice that actually makes sense. And one of the reasons some businesses feel easier to buy from is because they feel clearer, more trustworthy, and easier to understand from the customer's perspective. A lot of the time it comes down to something much simpler: how the business feels to the customer. And I think this is something that many small business owners overlook, especially when we're deep inside our own businesses every day. Because when you're running a business, you know everything about it. You know the process, the terminology, the details behind the scenes and the context, but your customer doesn't. Your customer is usually seeing the business from the outside and often for the very first time. And that changes how they experience everything. What feels obvious for you might not feel obvious to them. What feels detailed and informative to you might actually feel overwhelming to your customer. And what feels clear enough internally might still leave customers uncertain. And this matters because people rarely buy based on logic alone. Most buying decisions happen fairly quickly and instinctively. People are usually looking for reassurance before they buy. They want to feel confident that they understand what you offer, that they know what to expect, and that they trust your business to help them. And when those things don't feel clear, hesitation starts to creep in. Not necessarily because someone doesn't want your offer, but because uncertainty naturally slows decision-making down. This is why clarity matters so much in business. And clarity isn't just about your website copy or your social media posts. It's about the overall experience someone has with your business, because the customer experience starts long before someone actually becomes a customer. It starts from the first interaction. People notice how easy your business is to understand, how quickly they can find the information, whether your communication feels clear, whether things feel organised, and whether your business feels consistent. And all of those small moments shape trust. I think a lot of business owners assume customer experience just means customer service after someone buys. But actually, customers are already forming opinions long before that point. They're deciding, does this business feel professional? Do I understand what they do? Does this feel straightforward, and do I trust them? And often businesses don't need to add more, they need to simplify what's already there. Because confusion creates friction, and friction creates hesitation. And businesses that often feel easiest to buy from are usually the ones that feel calm, clear, and consistent. Not necessarily the loudest, not the flashiest, just the easiest to understand and trust. And I think this is particularly important for small businesses because there's already so much noise online. There's so much pressure to constantly market, constantly post and constantly sell. But often improving clarity and customer experience can have a much bigger impact than business owners expect. Because customers usually aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for reassurance. Reassurance that your business understands what they need and can help them confidently. And when businesses create that feeling clearly and consistently, customers naturally feel more comfortable to move forwards. That's what makes a business feel easier to buy from. Not pressure, not aggressive sales tactics, and not trying to convince people, just reducing uncertainty and building confidence. And honestly, small changes in clarity, consistency, and customer experience can completely change how your business feels to customers. And businesses grow much more when customers understand and trust them. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe. I share practical business advice for small business owners every week. And as always, well done for taking some time to work on your business and not just in your business with me today.